is tied up at 1 game apiece. All right, that's all we have for Sports Night Live. Hang tight. Dan is standing by for KRON News at 11.
All right, Jason, thanks a lot. Coming up at 11 o'clock, parents and teachers in San Francisco rallied in support of keeping their schools open. They met with the district superintendent tonight. KRON 4's Sarah Stinson breaks down what happened. Plus, the Bay Area is bracing for dangerous fire conditions this week with a red flag warning set to go in effect on Thursday. Our chief meteorologist, Lawrence Carnell, shows us what to expect. And the calls for an investigation into the firing of Santa Clara County's school superintendent, Mary Ann Dewan. Why some people in the community are calling it a political decision. KRON 4's Jack Bowman has more on that. I'm Dan Thorne. We'll see you after the break.
I'm Evan Lowe, and as your state assembly member these last 10 years, I've fought for you. I fought the end of Roe, co-authoring a bill to protect reproductive freedom in California. I fought KRON, increasing protections for witnesses and funding for law enforcement. I fought gun violence with a bill that puts common sense limits on gun sales. And I fought for our future, working with parents and teachers to keep our schools from closing. Thank you, District 26, for fighting with me. Let's keep California moving forward.
I'm here in Sonoma at Align Recovery Centers. Now, this is a facility that helps people dealing with addiction. And I'm here with Michael. He's one of the founders. So, Michael, let's talk about Align.
So Align Recovery is based on the concept of personalized integrated care. By setting up a unique treatment plan for each of our clients, we're going to help them achieve lasting sobriety.
And I know you have a non-traditional approach to recovery. I love that. Let's talk about that.
So we believe in the holistic front. We serve good food. We do things like yoga and Reiki and expressive arts. But on top of it, we focus deep down on the root cause, which is often mental health.
Absolutely. And Michael, there's somebody watching right now that has a loved one struggling with addiction or knows somebody that is. What do they do to make that first step?
You've got to make the call.
Yes.
You have to give us a call. We'll walk them through the entire process, whether it's the individual themselves or a loved one that's looking for guidance. That's what we do.
So if you're struggling or you know someone who is struggling with addiction, make that call or go to alignsonoma.com. Take that first step. Thank you, Michael.
11 o'clock, I'm Dan Thorne. The Santa Clara County Board of Education is set to name their interim superintendent tomorrow, just weeks after firing Mary Ann Dewan. That decision by the board still has many parents and teachers rallying. More than a dozen of them are calling for an independent investigation into the county's Board of Education. KRON 4's Jack Bowman reports.
San Francisco is magical, a dazzling movie backdrop, a tech mecca, and to some critics, a mess. I'm Vicki Liviakis. Before you write off the city by the bay, I'm going to introduce you to the people who've been here for the good and the bad. Because they know when San Francisco thrives, the Bay Area thrives. This is our city. Real people, real stories, real San Francisco. Tuesdays on KRON 4 News and KRON4.com.
Nevada, one of the most diverse and independent states in the country, with a Senate seat up for grabs. Thursday, Democrat Jackie Rosen fights for re-election against Republican Sam Brown. It could be the race that tips the balance of power in the Senate, and it's a debate you'll see exclusively on News Nation.
There's plenty to talk about, and we'll continue it here at News Nation.
Debate Night in America, Thursday, 10/9 Central, only on News Nation. News for all America.
I'm Chris Smith, president of Cresco. You already know we rent the small stuff at Cresco. But don't forget, we rent the big stuff too. From bulldozers and wheel loaders to excavators, rollers, compactors, and more. Cresco has what you need, when and where you need it. Let our equipment consultants help you select the right piece of gear for your next project. I'm Chris Smith from Cresco, and if you need it, big or small, Cresco and Cresco Express has got it.
I'm Sam with Bayshore Plumbers. As a homeowner, keeping your family safe is the most important thing you can do.
Secure your home and loved ones by installing automatic shutoff valves. Bayshore Plumbers are the Peninsula's certified experts to install these safety valves in your gas and water systems. These valves shut off automatically in case of any emergency, such as an earthquake or a massive leak, saving you tons of money, your home, and even your life. Call or go to BayshorePlumbers.com to schedule an appointment today.
Thanks for joining us for KRON 4 News at 11. I'm Dan Thorne. The Santa Clara County Board of Education set to name their interim superintendent tomorrow, just weeks after firing her. That decision by the board still has many parents and teachers rallying. More than a dozen of them are now calling for an independent investigation into the county's Board of Education. KRON 4's Jack Molman reports.
Well, the members of the rally say that they specifically are looking for a civil grand jury investigation into the Santa Clara County Board of Education. And many members of the rally say they are so fired up because they say this firing of their well-loved superintendent was done behind closed doors and with little to zero public input.